What's good, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the driveway, where today we're gonna have a foam party.
I got a piece of my heart that's covered in gold. You know I'm one of a kind, or so I've been told. No matter where we go, I know we're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all cause now we know that we can take it. We face it all cause we go big or we go home.
And that's because today I've got the Chemical Guys Foam Blaster 6 foam gun to try out for myself. Now, disclaimer here, I am not sponsored by Chemical Guys. I just happen to have now a newly developed passion for the products and things that they develop. However, after being introduced to their product for quite some time, I figured it was time I kind of upped the ante a little bit. And after consulting not only my local detail garage, which specializes in Chemical Guys products, but also even reaching out to the Chemical Guys team themselves, after telling them that I live in a new apartment complex that does have access to water and a small car washing station that we're going to be using today, but I don't have the money or the means to switch to something like their ProForm pressure washer and Big Mouth foam cannon kit, this was the solution they came up with. But I could think of no better subject that deserves a cleaning from this thing than one very dirty Honda. Now, before we go over to the car washing station, which is over there in the corner of the complex parking lot, let us take a quick gander at today's subject. Now, if you are new to my channel and you don't know my daily driver, this is my pretty well new to me 2014 Honda Accord EX. It is a 6-speed manual with the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine up front. And you guys can see the weather and Mother Nature has had its way with this car. I mean, the wheels, they're not so bad, but you can still see there's a lot of grime on there. I'll show you what I'm going to use for that. But the paint is just atrocious right now. There's bird bombs everywhere because, as you can see, there's trees everywhere over here as well. Look at the pollen on this car. I'm not sure how well that comes out on camera, but it is just everywhere. You can see it building up there in the corner over by that spoiler. And then just look right here on the roof. It is just nasty. Helping out with the detail slash wash today, I have not only my Chemical Guys bucket with a dirt trap hidden in the bottom, same thing with my other bucket down here, but I have a few other Chemical Guys products that I recently acquired to help with the job as well. So for the wheels, I have their Signature Series wheel cleaner formulated for all gloss wheel finishes. It comes pre-diluted in the bottle already. And then, thanks to my buddy Michael, I picked up a bottle of Honeydew Snow Foam Auto Wash. Now, I do have some other car soaps from Chemical Guys, like Mr. Pink, but I've been itching to try this one specifically because he recommended it to me so much. And of course, it is a dedicated snow foam wash, so it should go really, really well with the Foam Blaster 6. But unfortunately, there's somebody using the car wash right now, so we'll just sit and wait and then get the car in there and have our foam party. All right, so now got the car here in the wash bay, and just before we soak this thing up, you can really see just how much dirt and debris is on this thing. But just to show you really quickly what I'm working with, I've already got the foam gun, I guess the garden hose connector already hooked up, the water's already turned on. I've already assembled the foam gun itself, but for right now, before we even touch the paint, I'm going to grab my Signature Series here, and I'm going to tackle those very nasty wheels. Now it's time to let the foam fly. You know I said just And after all that foaming, rinsing, and scrubbing, this is the end result. And guys, I could not be happier with what I'm seeing. And first of all, I do apologize for the flickering of those bulbs in the headlights. Of course, you guys might remember I installed that LED headlight kit thanks to Knob's site, but that's a whole different ball game. But just look at the end result. Those wheels, perfectly bright silver. This paint has a beautiful shine to it. Obviously, it needs a bit more, you know, love and attention, some paint correction and compounding and polishing where necessary. But for just like an hour or two of work, you can't really argue with the results. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this now wraps up our test and review of Chemical Guy's Foam Blaster 6 foam gun. And I guess the main question I want to answer is it really worth saving all the extra cash over getting, you know, a pressure washer with a foam gun or foam cannon and getting the appropriate soap versus buying just a bottle of soap from Chemical Guys as well and getting the Foam Blaster 6 instead? Well, to be fair, it's about a quarter of the price to get the Foam Blaster 6 versus getting all of the typical stuff you would see with most detailers. But I guess my answer is you get what you pay for. Obviously, with a foam gun, it's a wet foam, so it's got the water mixed with the soap going directly onto the car. Pretty much like if you took that green wash mitt that I was using and just filling it full of suds and squirting it out all over the car. That's kind of what it is. Versus a foam cannon, which has so much pressure behind it, it acts as a dry foam, which helps pull the dirt off the car much easier. And again, that's why you see a lot of professional detailers using it. But again, if you live in like an apartment complex, or you use like a coin-operated car wash that has nothing but a hose, or even you get lucky and you have a complex or an area that you live in that has its own washing station like what I have in my complex, the Foam Blaster 6 is a great companion. It's easy to use, it's very versatile, it's pretty easy to set up. I mean, you really don't need a whole lot of product, again, unless you're using it on full blast. But apart from that, if you guys like what you see, head on over to your local detail garage or visit the links in the description box below, where you can check out Chemical Guy's full line of foam blasters, foam cannons, soaps, and everything else in between. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also while you're at it, hit the subscribe button down below for more car cleaning videos, tech demos, and car reviews to come in the future. But in the end of it, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, everybody, and stay safe.